My name is Tiffany, and in this notebook, I am performing a sentiment analysis on customer comments about a newly released electronic car. The goal is to import the text file, score each comment using the Vader Sentiment Analyzer, and then categorize each comment as positive, negative, or neutral. Then visualize and summarize the results. In step one, I started by disabling warnings to keep the notebook output clean. This step is optional, but it helped me to reduce distractions while running the analysis. Next, I imported all the Python packages needed for this notebook. And then in step three, I loaded the Vader Sentiment Analyzer from the Vader Sentiment package. Vader is very useful for social media text because it is designed to handle short comments and common expressions. A challenge I ran into in this step was that the module was not found. That happened because my Jupyter kernel didn't have the required packages installed in the active environment. I just resolved this by installing the missing libraries using the same environment used in the notebook, and then I restarted my kernel. Next, I set up the working directory so that the notebook could locate the input file. After that, I imported the electronic car comment file. The text file contains comments inside quotation marks, so I use the re-library with a regular expression to extract each quoted comment and store them in a list. Then I converted the list of comments into the Panda data frame. This makes it easier to analyze the visualize the data. After the data frame was created, I initialized the Vader Sentiment Intensity Analyzer. Next step that I performed is the core of the analysis. I defined the function called getSentiment. This function takes one comment as an input, runs the Vader polarity scores method, and returns the compound sentiment score. The compound score ranges from -1 to +1, where the values closer to -1 indicate negative sentiment, and the values closer to +1 indicate a positive sentiment. I also run the value count so that we can quickly see how many comments fall into each category. And then I generate 4 different visualizations. The first visualization is the swarm plot showing individual sentiment scores by category. The second visualization that I created is the stacked histogram showing the distribution of sentiment scores grouped by category. Then the third that I created is the box plot summarizing the spread of sentiment scores for each category showing medians and variability. Finally, the last visualization that I created is the count plot, the count of comments by the sentiment category. The count plot displays the total number of comments for each sentiment. And then after this, I export and completed the data frame to an Excel file named electric car sentiment, which included the original comments along with the sentiment scores and the sentiment categories. Finally, I re-enabled all of the warnings and concluded with a written interpretation of the results, including what the charts show, the overall balance of positive, neutral, and negative sentiments, and the limitations of Vader, such as the difficulties with sarcasm or domain specific languages. Overall, this notebook provided a complete workflow from raw text to sentiment scores, visualizations, and exportable results. Thank you.